Hey!
Hey!
We're Between Two Mums. I'm Abby.
And I'm Laura.
We did that the complete other
We
way,
did.
didn't we?
We did that opposite. I was like, ooh!
Getting road.
Freestyling.
We are doing a Get Ready With Us to go to...
A Taylor Swift brunch. Bottomless brunch. So we've got some gin. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's strong. And yeah, and we've got some questions to answer. So we'll take you along to brunch with us. But we just thought this is a bit different, isn't it? Like no babies.
No babies. Ryan has just taken Blossom on a walk, thank goodness. She was
She was not vibing with me today.
not happy, was she?
No, I really feel like a little 80s superstar with my
I
hair
love
like
your
this and like my hoops hit.
I love it.
Maybe I shouldn't have gone for hoops, but never mind. I'm getting all makeup out, but I'm probably not even going to use half of this.
I need to go back my beauty blender.
Yeah, I do as
Do you
well.
want me to go back?
Yeah, if for me, you go in. Love that. I don't know if I brought my lip liner.
Oh, I've got loads. I've got
Oh,
Kylie
stunning. Oh, stunning.
Right.
My Kylie one's long.
Oh,
gone.
wow, sis. Wow.
That is my child's teeth.
Oh.
My child. She was biting it when it was clean, to be fair, but have I cleaned it? No. I'd love to use your primer if possible, please. Ooh.
Yeah, go for it.
Ha. I'm gonna. What time is it? I've got my Apple Watch on, which is not cool, is it? I always don't know why I put lip balm on before I start my makeup, and then regret it instantly when I'm trying to blend foundation. Oh, there's a little kitty down here. Hi. Do you just roll it? Oh, nice. Roll it on your face, yeah?
Yeah. You might have to squeeze it a bit to get some out. I don't know if I've wet that enough.
Thank
Let me know if
you.
you want some more.
I mean, fun.
Is it coming out?
Yeah. It's wet in my face, so I'd like to think so. Booked in my brows for next week. Not next week, the week after.
What are you getting?
I think it's normal, just LVL I normally get.
No.
So thank you
Is
so
that
much.
really good?
And I think it's ready for Adley's birthday. I was literally like, do I pack that other? And I saw this in my bag and I was like, oh no, that's my old one. But this is a different colour, it's just lighter. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like a tanned.
I can't wait to get rid of this fucking melon concealer I need on this bad boy.
Matt was like, you'll be fine, you've got loads of time. I was like, right.
You're such a man.
I've got no makeup on, so how have I got loads of time? Because he just thought I was just coming here and just hanging out, yeah. And he was, oh, I did wonder. Okay, brilliant.
I can't think of the question. Oh, I can get it up actually.
Oh yeah, good idea. Oh yeah, let's do a little Q&A.
Uh-huh.
I am using very old MAC Studio Fix Fluid. If anyone cares, what are you using? What was your primer?
Elf Putty Primer.
Oh,
I love
nice.
it actually. It makes me really sticky.
Oh, does it? Interesting. What's your foundation? Oh, Too Faced, nice. Is it good?
Yeah, I love to. As you can see, I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah. Running low.
First question.
Go on.
What do our husbands do for work?
Well, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You crack on, boo.
My husband is a physio, so he works for the NHS as an MSK physio and an FCP, and then he also has his own clinic, which he's a physio. He's the lead physio for his own clinic, and obviously the owner. But yeah, that is his job. Don't ask me what those things mean because I haven't got a clue.
Yeah. Second initials come out.
Yeah. You know when you move house and you get like, you have to write down what your partner's job is and stuff. I was like, so should I just put MSK physio? And he was like, no, you should probably put the full title. I was like, go on, what is that?
What is the
just remind me again. You are?
On the birth certificate.
I think he's just as a physiotherapist on the birth certificate.
Okay. Did you fill out all the...
Yeah, did you sign it?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I was like, the men always fucking sign things.
Yeah, I think
Like, we don't, like, everyone refers to you, don't they, as like Mr. and Mrs. M. Rudd.
Yeah.
Or like, and I'm like, well...
Oh, yeah, we get, or like Ryan's grandparents will always do Mr. and Mrs. Flying Officer.
Really? That's so funny.
He's an RAF pilot. But yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, there's no need for that. Just put Mr. and Mrs. Buddy Hopkins.
Yeah. Just give me my last name. We don't need to be reminded. But I'm not a fire officer, so... I went for a walk this morning. My watch has just told me that I've reached my goal.
Stunning.
So, you know, I'm elite, basically. Finish it. What time is it? It's not even... No, it's after midday. I've reached all my goals.
I didn't even put mine on already.
No, I'm a little bit, like, cringing at myself that I've got it on now.
No one can see though.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, no one can literally see, so... Be fine. Be sound. Go on, what's the next question?
There was another one. And it was, what do you think your daughters will be when they grow up?
Oh, that is a good question.
Now, I read this last night, so I did have a little think.
Did you?
Yeah, and with Flossie, I either think something like charity, like charitable work, or like a vet or a teacher.
Really
like
picture that.
That kind of vibe. I think just because I mean,
she's so caring. Like, she's sensitive,
like,
girl, isn't she?
I mean, obviously they're they're not even one yet, so it's hard. But I think like something.
Do you know what I think?
Work.
Because they're Virgos, I think they'll be really academic.
Oh, Ryan would love that.
Yeah, and also because their dads are quite academic, aren't they?
Yeah.
And like quite sporty. I think Adley will. I think she'll do something in the NHS like a dad.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like.
I can see that. Or like maybe like a mid. Do you know what? I could see her being a midwife.
Yeah. I can actually.
She's busy, isn't she?
Yeah, she's busy.
Midwives
Like
are
she wants to be busy. Yeah.
She doesn't want
I can really
something
picture that.
Yeah.
I can picture her being a midwife.
She doesn't want a dull shift.
No. No, or like my friend's an A&E nurse, and I feel like she'll be the same.
Yeah.
Like, fast paced, isn't it?
Yeah, Ryan's mum's a nurse, and she's always saying, "Oh, you know, at work I was doing this."
Yeah, like it's always a really busy day, like full day.
Yeah,
I was watching this TikTok the other day that was like him and his sister, his twin sister's she's a nurse and he's just like in marketing or something. And he was saying that she was saying like, oh, someone's catheter came out and like something else and like all this. And he was like, oh my God, I couldn't find an email today for 20 minutes. It took me to and I was like, that is me. I sent it to my friends because nearly all of them are nurses or have worked in healthcare. And I was like, this is how I feel when I talk to you about jobs.
Yeah. Do you know what? I can see Adley doing something like...
Can I borrow it?
Yeah, a bit dirty, but crushed it. Not police, but like something...
Yeah, like busy like that. Like
she's going to be what?
Like a big girl job.
It's going to be public service, I think.
Yeah, I do as well.
Fireman.
Yeah, I do. Do you think either of them will go into the RAF?
I mean, if it was up to Ryan, Flossie definitely would.
Would she?
Yeah. But...
Did you know Matt was like all up for going in the RAF? Like got through his interview and everything.
What did he want to be?
I think he was going in to be a PT basically. And I was like, well, will you enjoy it? And he was like, it was a bit boring. And I was like, well, why are you going to do it then?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't really know what else to do. And I was like, well, you go to uni. So he literally went to uni like on the clearance day. Is that what it was called? Clearing. He applied just before the results and got a scholarship into Leeds and then went to an open day like a week later, booked his accommodation and then went, and he was like in uni 2 weeks later. Like it was literally so fast, but
no regrets.
yeah. And he's done a master's and now he's doing another master's, so fucking loves uni. I, on the other hand, do not.
Neither me or Ryan went to uni.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I
would have done had I done the right college course because I was going to go on to do criminal justice, but it sounded quite well going, did it?
But instead you did, what was it, health and social care?
Health and social care.
It's still a good course.
So if you want me to
it's probably helped with Flossie.
I can do. To be fair, I did have a paediatrics first aid thing for like...
Yeah.
Did expire by the time she was born, but I remember.
Yeah, exactly. How much does it change? I feel like this is really going to be the quickest makeup thing ever because both of us have to do makeup quick now we've got babies.
Let me have a look at another hardest thing about motherhood you didn't think would be hard.
Hardest thing about motherhood we didn't think would be hard.
I think it's hard because Flossie was such a good sleeper, but I think I don't struggle with the lack of sleep. It's sometimes I like how much I would be up in a night.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But then at the same time, she was such good sleep. I think like through regressions and stuff.
Yeah, like it still shocked you that like I'm waking up again. Mine was her nap times, how much rage I would get that she wasn't napping, which is so ridiculous because like they're literally babies, and like now I'm thinking about like didn't last forever, but in the time you're like, oh my god, when will this end? Like just nap. Like I've literally put like you're in the perfect conditions to nap. Like I remember going for a walk on New Year's Day with Matt and the dog, and we were walking. We were half an hour walking, and she'd fallen asleep basically immediately because she needed a nap. And we got half an hour into this like 2-hour walk, and she woke up and she just stayed awake for the whole 2 hours, and then was livid because she was obviously still tired because she was 4 months old.
That is ugly.
I was like, what? Like why? And I was just so angry. But like, I mean, is it really that deep?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the nap rage I didn't realise would be so hard and like so consuming. Like when you're in it at the time, you can't like see a way out, can you?
Yeah. I remember when Flossie, do you remember Flossie for like 7 weeks was get up at 4 a.m, 4:30 a.m. And it did just get to the point where I was like, well,
this is it now?
Yeah.
This is like, we just go to bed at 8 now.
Yeah, and I remember like you'd start messaging me at like 6 a.m. and I'd be like,
reply to you at 6.
Yeah.
Hi bitch. Yeah. I think also is something that I would never do. I was like, actually this is an interesting one. What are things that you would never do now you've had a child, like say to other people? Because I will never talk about Adelaide's sleep. Like I was like putting in her first like 3 months, putting how good she was at sleeping, like how lucky we were with her, like sleeping her in a Moses basket and stuff. And like mums would message me and be like, oh, like don't rush it, like my child was a really good sleeper until this, and like whatever. And now I'm like, what? Like I didn't need to put that. I didn't need to share that because nobody cares how your child sleeps. It only pisses people off. And I was like, I don't need like. So that is something I wouldn't share again, and I wouldn't talk to other mums about how's your child sleeping. Yeah. Like I just wouldn't, unless it's like, it's relevant to the conversation.
Yeah, or they're asking.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. You know, like when you say like, "Oh, are you breastfeeding?" Like, when with a new mum, again, I would never say that unless it's necessary, because I just think like, when is that? There's never a good answer to that. There's never a good answer to like, well, who cares? I don't care if they're breastfeeding or not.
Yeah.
Absolutely doesn't. No difference to me whether someone's breastfeeding or not. But you just ask it, don't you? Like I had loads of people ask me.
I think it's.
But you don't know how much the mum struggled with that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because it's just a question that like to fill the blanks, and they're like, oh, you better. Do you know what I mean?
But I wouldn't ask, and also I would never ask when someone is having another.
No, but that's even like with the first one. Like even just point blank, you don't ask. Like we've had like friends and family members before Flossie be like, oh, so when are you going to start trying? When are you trying? When are you going to have a baby?
Yeah,
like, you don't know.
I have no idea. Yeah, and I think until it came to us trying, I'd never really thought about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, you know.
But you don't know really.
No,
do you?
and you don't realise how hard it is to get pregnant.
No.
Like, you spend your whole life trying to not get pregnant because you think it's so easy, and it is just a one-time thing, but then also it's actually really hard to get pregnant. So yeah, that is something. Can I borrow this, please?
Yeah, so sorry.
So that is something that I won't, like, ask or...
Yeah, I mean, I would probably, like, I feel like I'd ask you or...
unless it was someone I'm actually close to, yeah.
But I would never ask just, like, an acquaintance or a friend.
No.
But I think because we've been so open about it since we even had the girls, like, when we do want to trial, you know, when... So then...
Yeah, I would ask you, but I wouldn't ask, like, someone random. You know, like someone you worked with that was like, oh, do you think you'll have another? Like... Or I think I'd ask, would you have another? I would never ask when. When are you gonna have another? Yeah.
When are you gonna start trying? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
None of your
damn business. You just don't know, do you? What people have like.
Yeah, and they might not want another one. They might be like, look, I've struggled so much with this one.
Yeah, I remember this like baby group that we went to, and Like, someone had said, like, oh, wait until the 2nd or something. And they were like, no, we're not having another. She's our only one. And they were, like, so, like, straightforward. And, like, everyone was a bit like, oh. And I was like, do you know what? Good on her. Because I bet loads of people have asked that.
Yeah.
Like, they've had to just... Because you don't know, like, the birth might have been horrendous. Like, she may have had horrendous postnatal depression. Like, you just don't know.
Could be an
you know?
IVF baby. And
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God, yeah, that's so true. I just think it's so sensitive, isn't it? And people, when you have a baby, people are very much in your business. Oh, I have brought Gemma. If you're watching this is your lip liner.
Well, that's a test if she's going to be watching or not.
It is, isn't it? If she texts me saying, "Bitch, you got my lip liner." I mean, I found it. So when she came to see Adley, when Adley was first, like when she came to first meet her, her bag tipped over and she was like, oh God, if I've lost anything, like let me know. And I did check the sofa like later on and obviously didn't find it because it's like quite small. And then I can't remember what I was doing, but it was this year, so it was a long time has passed. It must have only been like 2 months ago. Must have been even the sofa the first time since Adley had been born. I was like, oh my God. And then I left it in the drawer for ages and then refound it and was like, oh, that must have been Gemma's.
No, you're just using it.
Yeah, she won't care. She'll have got another one by now. She'd have probably replied, like, it's good, innit?
Be fair, what colour is it?
Don't know, like a nudie.
Well,
Nude truffle. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I'll get another question in a sec.
Oh, yeah.
We have quite a few, to be fair.
What do we do for jobs? We haven't shared that, have we?
No, mine's boring. I work for an IT company.
Mine is not boring at all. I work in digital marketing with dogs. It's the most fun job ever. Because there's always a dog in the office. Do you know what? I think that would, if I had my own business, that would be the one requirement. Always has to be a dog in the office.
Really? It would bother me if I never saw a dog again. I mean, I love.
I mean, you've got cats though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I am a dog. I am a dog
that's
person.
true.
I didn't want these cats. Trust me, they were not wanted. I wanted a dog. I wanted a Dachshund.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ooh, they are barky dogs.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Colin, and then
They're
I was gonna have another one called
cute dogs,
Amanda.
Oh,
And
Colin and Amanda.
we ended up with 2 cats.
Literally the opposite.
Yeah.
But
Flossie loves them, though.
yeah,
I don't
and
know.
Ryan loves them. Yeah, Adley does not love them. Adley would probably love it if you had your Dachshunds. But just gonna use it.
Are you a blush or a bronzer? Like, what do you prefer putting on
Blush.
your face? Same.
24/7. So my blush is literally running out. I love it so much. I get so many compliments on it as well. But look how much it's run out.
What is it? Is it NARS?
NARS, yeah, NARS Deep Throat.
Oh, sis. No wonder you love it.
Matt picked it for me for Christmas.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. Hint, hint. When he gave it to me, I opened it Christmas Day.
In front of your mum. Yeah. You nan. Oh, what shape's that then?
Deep Throat, Nana. I really procrastinate and put my lashes on.
Oh, yes, you fuck that. I can't do lashes. Honestly,
Oh,
ask
really?
any of my friends the breakdown I have. There's been about 4 nights out where I just outright refuse to go out. So I can't do my lashes. I'm just not going out.
She's not going then?
Yeah, my friend's got videos where she's just filming it. And I'm just having the biggest tantrum. I just can't do lashes. I always have to get a friend to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I do lashes for okay.
In fact, I've got one, so I'm sad.
I used to, you don't really need them, do you?
No.
I used to do like dance competitions, and because I could do lashes really quick, I'd just be like stood there like sticking them on right really quick.
It's a very good talent to have.
It's like, you know, your friend that French braids.
Yeah.
Mine's sticking lashes on.
I don't know what mine is.
Like, look at this part of lashing. Ugh. I haven't got clean lashes for tonight. Whoopsie. I wore some the other day and I really wanted to wear them today, but I'm livid.
Where are they?
In the bathroom.
Is it raining?
Matt the other day.
No.
Matt the other day, like, jumped out of his skin. I was like, what's the matter? And he was like, oh, it's your fucking lashes.
You got a spider?
Yeah. I was like, oh, lol, sorry. No, I think he was just like, what the fuck's that? Because obviously it's like massive and black, like.
Yeah.
And I was like, hee hee.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was.
I was like, oh my god.
You got ghosties.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Do you?
Do you not?
I'm not for and I'm not against. Like, if you could tell me a ghost story, I'd be like, yeah, alright. But then I wouldn't be like, they don't exist. You know, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think so.
Oh, interesting.
I remember
Would you ever go see a medium?
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Really? My mum, like,
Especially
does readings. I mean, it'd probably take him a long time. Give him time, sis.
Really?
Yeah, to work it out, yeah.
Why?
You don't just go over there and just pop in. You've got to, like, connect to, like, this.
Oh, sick for that.
Yeah.
My dad would.
I mean, he might be fat. He might come straight through, to be fair.
My dad would not be, but he'd be like, yeah, fuck it.
My dad was really like.
So does everyone come through?
No, not everyone. No. And like when they say when you go to reading, like don't expect a certain someone to come through. Like me and my mum went to this spiritualist night not so long ago, to be fair, and like I was sat with me, and then there was my mum, and then there was my stepdad. So like me and mum were like waiting, and they'd said like all this stuff, and we were like, it could probably be us, about this like woman who it's got a really strong accent, and then like it got like she narrowed it down to like I feel like it's either Scottish or Irish, like it's really broad, and we were like could still be us. And there was someone in front, like a couple rows in front, and they were like, oh yeah, it could be me, it could be my nana or whatever. And me and mum were like, oh, it could be our, like we still had our hands up like, well, it could still be us. And then she said something, I can't remember what she said, but the woman was like, no, I can't relate. And we were like, oh no, we can. And she like started talking, and it was my nan that had come through, and my nanny's not been through before. And I can't even remember, but she was talking about is someone's eyes bad? Oh my god. So she was talking about someone needing their eyes fixing, and it needs it sorting sooner rather than later. And we thought at the time that my nanny's my granny's cataracts, so that's my nanny's daughter, her cataracts was playing up, like she's had her eyes like lasered and stuff.
So this is your great nan?
Yeah, my great nan. Yeah, so my mum's nanny.
Yeah, right.
My mum was really close to her, so she was coming through for my mum really. And she was asking about 3 cars. She was like, who's got 3 cars? And I was like, oh, right. We were like, oh. Her mum was like, oh, you have, to us. And Matt was selling one of his cars, or like getting rid of a car, but he'd got his new car was being delivered. So at one point we did have 3 cars, and it was like that weekend, and I was like, oh, it's literally being like scrapped. I can't remember what's happening to it, but something was happening. She was like, yeah, you don't need 3 cars. And I was like, oh my god, that's so weird. Like, because obviously the woman wouldn't know that. Like, she doesn't know us.
I would love to do that.
Like, oh my god, it's so fun. Next time she does like an open night, we'll go, or like we could go get a reading.
4 grandparents, 2 uncles, a dad, a cousin.
Yeah. Oh god.
A friend.
Who we got left?
Literally.
Oh
my god, yeah.
Yeah, you should go see my mum about. But my mum does like tarot cards, asking questions. I'm trained in tarot card reading.
No, I'd love.
I could do you a tarot card reader.
But what if you're like you're gonna die tomorrow?
They won't tell you that. They're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you things that you don't want to know. Yeah. Like I went to a spiritualist once, and she was like, how brutal do you want me to be? And I was like, you can just be so honest. And she was literally so fucking honest.
What did she say? She
was just like talking about like my relationship with people, like that's like quite a fake relationship. She was like, you know it is. Like you don't need to. Who was it around? I can't say that on here. But they're not in my life anymore, so.
Was it an ex or a friend?
No friend. But yeah, like they're really good. Anyway, yeah. So this spiritualist woman, that's what I was about to tell you about my granny. So she was saying something with someone's eyes, and then he's sorting, and my mum was like, "Oh yeah, my granny's eyes like are bad. Like she's had them lasered, but she's still like having trouble with them." Anyway, she's just been in hospital. She's got a life-threatening, like proper life-altering illness. And it's all to do with behind her eyes, so she could go blind if it doesn't get sorted.
How long ago was this? How long ago was this?
It was probably about the same time, because it's been like dormant. Well, not dormant, but like it's been like laying low for quite a while. Like, she's been feeling really unwell for quite a while, but not really, like, said anything. And they were like, oh, it will have been, like, probably for this year. And we went... So I bet you it was about the time when we went. I'm going to remind my mum about that. I'm going to voice note her after this and say, remember when we went to that spiritualist? And then next, we handed the microphone back, and the next person that came through was my dad. And I was like,
everyone else like, God, does this show all about these
Yeah,
people?
literally, my mum were like, we'll sit back now. Like, don't come to us again.
What was he saying?
She was like, oh, just the first thing we need to say is how overwhelmed and how proud he is of you. Do you know what that means? And I was like, yeah. And it's the first time I'd been to a medium since I've had Adelaide. And I was like, yeah. I've been to a medium before, which was like probably 2 weeks after my birthday. And I sat down and the woman said, your dad's in spirit. And I was like, yeah, he is. And she went, oh, he says happy birthday.
Stop.
And I literally burst into tears, like,
So
yeah, it has just been my birthday.
Your dad's in spirit, they don't say your dad's dead.
No, they just say it in spirit.
Maybe I'll start saying that.
Yeah.
My dad's in spirit.
Yeah, it's much nicer than saying my dad's left.
Yeet.
Yeah, he ain't in the earth anymore. He's living on his own spiritual plane.
Top 3 places for good quality baby clothes. I mean, Next, my favourite.
Yeah, for baby grows, Next for me will be like unmatched. I also really like H&M.
Yeah.
And I've got fucking lip gloss on, so this ain't going on. What did I say? H&M, and I do like Zara, you know.
I like
Their
Zara, but
stuff
only on
washes
Vinted.
really well. Yeah, only on Vinted. Or like sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like if someone's going to buy it for her, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like Zara stuff, but then I do think Zara stuff kind of shrinks a little bit. I mean, a bit annoying, but... where else? Sainsbury's.
Do you know what I do rate to you? Also Matalan. I quite like
Matalan, yeah, they do. Matalan's wash quite well, but... When do you think you'll stop saving... I don't know if you already have, saved stuff for like a second baby if you have another girl?
No, I've just done a clear out of all our 9 to 12 stuff and I put it all in ready.
Have you? Yeah. Like up to, do you think up to a year? Because I've saved up to a year and I'm like...
Maybe some 12 to 18 stuff that's really cute.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like, do I just save some 12 to 18? Like, when they start getting gross. Right, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, it's got to take the hair out.
Oh, I need this in my bag. Yeah, I need to... I somewhere have the... That's so therapeutic, watching you do that. I have the all-nighter, I can't remember who makes it. Spray and I can't find it, so I'm using that one that's really old. Probably giving myself spots. Right, I can also take these out.
All-nighter spray, that's going to bother me.
All-nighter, yeah.
Yeah, it's
By
not Charlotte Tilbury.
Urban Decay.
Urban Decay, that's it.
Right, I mean, it's giving debut. Do I need... I brought this. Do I need to, like, pin some...
Stunning.
Bit? Yeah, gorgeous. Oh, yeah, your hair looks lovely. I love how it gets, like, a curl underneath. How do you make it do that?
What, here?
Yeah.
Just use a hot brush.
Do you? I tried that the other day, but then your hair's really thick, isn't it? Like...
Yeah, it's got thin essence of advocacy.
Has it?
Yeah.
Right, does that look better?
I liked it when it was all down.
Yeah, but is it going to be a bit, like, much if it's all down? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get pissed off. Maybe we'll start the night with it all down.
Yeah,
and
take
then...
it out. Like, take the claw clip out with you.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a notification saying that our reservation at Slug.
God, it's 1:30.
Whoopsie, we've got to leave.
Shit in hell.
Right, cheers. See you when we're back in Slug.
You know what's really fucking triggering me?
It's pissing it down.
Oh.
We're livid, but we're nearly there.
At the glass one.
Yes! These are cool. 10 out of 10. We've got another verse. Right. We are on our way home now. Gonna get a taxi back to our babies. Bye. We've had so much fun. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all of that. Between Two Mums, Spotify, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Is that it? Is everything? Yeah. Make sure you do it. Love you, bye.